It's time for the Daily Stand Up Podcast presented by Agile Dad with your host, Lee Henson. Without any further ado, let's get started. It's time for our Agile Not So Agile episode of the Daily Stand Up. And this is where we focus on things that aren't necessarily agile in nature, but things that can help us be better human beings, things that can help us live better, and things that can help us just be a better person. And for this December, for each Friday in December, I'm going to include about 5 different ways that you can light the world. Now, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter day Saints, they put out a Light the World calendar every year. This is not the Light the World calendar from this year. I want to be clear. But what I'm doing is I'm putting out hopefully a good list of 5 that no matter what church you go to, no matter what religious denomination or background, or if you don't have one at all, these are just simple things that you can do. And I'm going to try to do 5 each Friday to help you be just a better human being. So without any further ado, let's get this party started. Let's go. So the first one that I want to challenge you to do, number 1 on my list, is going to be to freely give. Now, this is something that many people can and will do, and other people just don't have the financial capability to do it. But it doesn't always need to be something financial. So let me explain. The request says, find a way to donate time or money to a charity doing good in your area. Post a link to this on social media with pictures so others can donate and spread and live in your joy as well. This is something that's so important. I found that the more I donate time, that the more time I have. So when I find ways to freely give of my time and to give of my talents and to give of the things that I do best, I find that I receive things tenfold in return. So find a way to freely give, find a way to give back. You definitely will not regret doing that. Coming at number 2 on my list is let your love shine. Now, this is interesting. I did this challenge once before with a friend, and it worked really, really well. We just talked about things that made us the friends that we were. But I challenge you to do this with someone that you love now, and whether it's your spouse, your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, share a top 3 things I love about you message with at least 3 different people. Tag them on social media, invite them to do the same, challenge them to do the same so they can tag 3 more people. This is one way that love can win and shine through. And once again, it doesn't matter who you love, who you worship, where you're from. If you could just let your love shine through, the world is going to be a better place. Okay. Coming at number 3, they call it the wise man's gift. And the question is, what wise man or woman has blessed your life? Share your love and appreciation and tell the story on social media. It's a great way to flood social media this month with just positive affirmations of things that are happening in our lives. And I love this wise man's gift. And the challenge is to do one of these a day. I'm giving you 5 because obviously I only do this podcast on Friday. So coming at number 4 is love thy neighbor. Now, this is an easy one. This is just find a neighbor that you don't already know well and have a conversation with him or her and learn about them and let them learn about you. It's important for us to honor and love our neighbors and to get to know them and to be a tool so that we can, an instrument and in the hands of whatever guides us to help our neighbors and to let them know that we do actually care and it's not just lip service. And then coming at number 5 for this week, I'm just going to call this one Seek Relief or Fast Relief. Now, Fast Relief says try to go without a meal or 2 and donate the cost of those meals to a charity that feeds people in need. Learn about the blessings of fasting and fasting with others and post this on social media. This is one that is incredible. And what I can tell you is that when you do this and you are fasting in honor of someone or fasting to help someone get what they need or fasting to just bless the lives of someone else with that money so that they can have food, boy, let me tell you, the outcome is incredible. I remember specifically we were going towards a Walmart location and I was with my son, and my son really felt prompted to tell me to stop, and I did. And this family was outside and they were hungry. And I've seen the family there before. So for me, when you see someone that's there before and a repeat person there, typically in my mind, that means that they are not there because they need things. They're there because they know it's a quick way for them to get a financial spurt or a burst that they need to do things. But my son jumped out of the car and ran over to a place that served fast food. And without asking, he just went in and bought a variety of items and brought it back. And when he handed this bag of food to these people, you would think they hadn't eaten in a month the way they tore into it. And I started to cry and think to myself, how could I be so judgmental when these people really did have a need? And he told me something that was pretty profound. He says, "Dad," he says, "I'd rather be on a winning side of that battle." He says, "If they didn't need it," he says, "they wouldn't have taken it. And if they didn't take it, well, we would have just had a nice meal to take home." He goes, "But if they did need it," he says, "then we gave it to them and we provided it to them so that they can pass it on to someone else later when they're not in need." And I just thought that that was pretty incredible, right? For someone to have that foresight and to understand. It reminds me also of a different time, completely different situation, where my daughter felt like we needed to turn back and do the same thing with people who are in a parking lot somewhere. And normally my MO is, if they're in a parking lot and they're asking, chances are they're not in need. But in this case, both times these families were in need. So I think that, going without a little bit ourselves and spreading love for others, especially in the form of food, is a great way to impact others and to help them have what they need. So, one more time to recap. Number one was to give of your time, your talents, your money, whatever you have to a charitable organization, and post images, post text on social media, and encourage other people to do the same as well so that we can flood the internet and flood social media with good charitable giving. Number two is let your love shine. Make sure you find at least three people and share a list of the top three things that I love about you. It could be friends, neighbors, coworkers. It could be your partner, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. But putting together this top three list will give you an opportunity to share with them a message of appreciation and a message of love. Coming at number three, love thy neighbor. This is another one. Find neighbors that you don't know and make sure that you reach out to them and let them know who you are and find out who they are and show genuine love and concern for who they are and what they do. And then we said the next one was fast relief. And this one was, you know what? We skipped one. Oh my goodness. We skipped wise man's gift. So let's go through again. Number one was freely give. Number two is let your love shine. Number three is a wise man's gift. And that's what wise man or woman has blessed your life. What have they done to help you? What advice have you received? Or what have they done to help you so that you can be a better person? Show your love and appreciation and share it on social media so that the whole world can learn. Love your neighbor, which we just now covered. And finally, fast relief. And that's going without a meal or two so that someone who's in need can have a meal or two. Some of the best experiences we've ever had have been going to food shelters and food banks and helping serve those who are in need, or finding ways to express love to people who don't have as much as we do. And what I can tell you is if you start doing these things, you're going to find some incredible blessings that are going to be poured upon you, regardless of your religious affiliation or where you are. It's going to help you feel happier. It's going to help you feel better. And it's just going to help uplift you. And especially in this month, if we can all get together and do something to make a difference, I guarantee you and I can promise that the world's going to be a better place. That's going to do it for our episode today. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next week, we encourage you to have an amazing weekend and stay healthy, stay well, and stay agile, my friends. Until next time, do take care.